Welcome to the Rich Flow of Life podcast. Join Valerie Kanay, the award-winning authority author, as she takes you on a journey for your personal evolution. Valerie Kanay talks to enlightened featured guests who hold the keys to unlock your unique life situation. They each bring to the table their very powerful personal spin to inspire and empower you to learn to step up your game into the rich flow of life.
Well, hello everybody, I'm Valerie Kanay, and today our featured guest is Oluwatosin Ayo-Ajayi, who I'm so proud, pleased, and honored to have joining us. You see, I'm so thrilled. I'm just so taken back because this is a subject that everybody loves. It's all about happiness. And boy, we can all get with that. So, but let me tell you a little bit about her. And we call her Tosin for short. She's the award-winning author of the book Sunshine in the Midst of the Storm. And it's all about the 7 keys to being happy when times are tough. So we got some solutions coming at us real soon. And she's also the president of Inspire You Network, Inc. Inspire Your Network, Inc. And also the founder of, get this folks, the HappyLight Movement. Oh, wow, this is going to be wonderful. All about happiness. So you see, with this movement, you can learn to be happy, to live a happy and successful life, because she's all about that. Now, let me tell you, Tosin is a certified life coach, and she motivates and she inspires people all over the globe to find their true inner peace and happiness, because things wasn't always so happy-go-lucky for her even. And we're going to learn a little bit more about that on this podcast. So, you know, Valerie Kanay, I just love to explore and get into the minds of great people who go through something and then they triumph and they want to share that with everybody else. So as a result of her own struggles and her background, she has a degree, pharmacy, she's worked in the health education field, and all of that being put together, she has concocted what I think is a wonderful mantra about happiness. And I'm going to have her tell us all about it. But Tosin says, in spite of all, be happy. So on that note, welcome to our program.
Wow, Valerie, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here on this podcast.
You're welcome. And there are a lot of people, like I told you already, who can't wait to hear what you have to say, okay?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
All right. So you wrote your book, The Sunshine in the Midst of the Storm, and it's the 7 keys to being happy when times are tough. So, you know, let's share a little bit before we get into the book about your own personal history, what led you to, you know, put you into the groove to do this whole thing. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Sunshine in the Midst of the Storm, 7 Keys to Being Happy is a message that tells about the changes that I had to undergo, you know, that led to the transformation in my life when I decided that it was time for me to be happy. My life transformed from one of sadness, depression, ill health. I had financial issues. I was not motivated to do anything. And before I knew what was happening, it transformed into one of excitement, one of high energy. So much that I turned challenges into projects. So the book is about the changes that I had to undergo, and I'm so excited to share this message with everybody, to share this message that at least if just one person can learn from this and have a transformation in their lives, just like I did. Because the storm in my life, you know, it went on and on for more than 10 years.
Wow.
And yeah, for more than 10 years, I had, you know, health issues, financial issues, relationship issues. Think about anything, I had it all. And, you know, how the book came about, there was some time, about 2 years ago, towards the end of 2014, I was in the train, I was going to work, and I was at the end of the road. I just wanted to throw out the towel. Then I started composing a text message, you know, and you could ask to who but God, you know. While composing the text message, I had tears in my face, and I just didn't want people seated beside me, you know, to know that I was crying. I did the text message and I sent God, I sent it to God. And lo and behold, the text message went. Wow. Immediately, I got out of my misery. The tears dried up at once. My face, oh, did this text message really go? And I was amazed. I was watching out. So I was looking at my phone to see if the text message was going to bounce back, but it did not. Throughout the day, it did not, So throughout the day, I was in a meditative mode, because then I knew that because I sent that text message, I was going to get a response. So I was in a meditative mode, being that I stilled my mind expecting a response, because I knew it was going to come. But how it was going to come, when it was going to come, the mode I did not know. It was not until later on in the evening when I got back home, I sat on the chair, I just went on in a nap. And when I came round again, I just heard in my spirit, we have to raise your vibration. Wow. I was amazed.
Wait a minute now. You have to raise your vibration. Because listen, like you spilled it out already. That was pretty low. Health problem, relationship problem, money problems, home problem, work problem. Usually most people have one or two, but like you said, your plate was loaded. You can't even put no more problems on that. So how does a person go from having both hands full, all feet full, and the lap full, and still have the nerves enough to say, dear God, I know there has to be an answer for me? You see, because most of them would have said, well, I'm just going to kill myself. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to give up altogether. But you had that little bit inkling of your faith that was still there. And now we to the point where you saying, raise your vibration. So go ahead. Yeah.
So then I wondered, raise your vibration. What was the connection between my request, which was, I want to be happy, and raise your vibration? Then I knew that I had work to do. I had to go and do my research. I had to dig deep. I had to really, really know what exactly was God telling me to do. Then that was what brought about the book. It was the research I made, the results from the research I made, and the changes I had to make based on the research, what my findings, that led to me writing the book, 7 Keys to Being Happy When Times Are Tough. Because then I implemented what I got from my research. And before I knew what was happening, you cannot believe it. Within a period of 6 months, I look back after about 6 months, I knew that I was a transformed person.
Wow. What was the first thing that you noticed that had really happened with yourself? What was the first noticeable shift?
Yeah, the very first one when I look back was that the health issues I had, I said, I used to have what I call the issue of blood, where I had my periods for a period of between 2 weeks and 2 months. Heavy blood flow, that was a major one for me. I was always anemic. I had lack of energy, lack of motivation. I was depressed and all that. But then afterwards, after implementing all the things that I found out from my research, I looked back after about 6 months thereabout, and I observed that I wasn't having long, heavy periods any longer. It was amazing to me. Yeah, it was very amazing to me. I was so much motivated. I was happy, and I am happy. And, before then, like most of us do, we always have a mask on our faces. And when people ask us, oh, how are you? You say, fine, thank you.
Right.
But for me,
you were miserable.
After implementing those things in my life, I observed that no, I was really a happy person. I can come out and tell you that this is who I am. I am happy. I am excited about life. I love myself. I love who I have transformed into, who I have become now. So that is what I want to share with everybody. I'm so excited about that.
I'm excited too, because I'm going to tell you something right here, right now. You being the person behind all of this was not the one that contacted me about doing this podcast. It was the love of your life, Odeniyi. So I know that this light that is shining within you, that radiates from you, is what he saw. Because he said, she is incredible. You have to talk to her. He sent me the email. I said, who is this man writing me about his wife? I said,
Wow, I'm
what?
so
Of
happy to hear
all the
that.
people that I talked to, their husband has never written me to talk to them, and there's been no wife that's written me to talk to their husbands. So I was like, who is this man? So I said, boy, she must have a powerful light. Yeah, so I responded back right away. I said, tell me more.
Yeah, thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I'm excited to share what I have.
Yeah. So I know that there's an inner light, and I get this sense of inner peace that exudes from that also, that, like I say, radiates from your soul level. And he sees that, I see it, and anybody that comes in contact, like I told you, I have some people that I work with, they say, oh my God, I can't wait to hear from her, and put her on the phone to me, all this kind of stuff. So it was just really cool. So keep on going now, because this is good.
Oh, yeah,
What about the seven
So,
keys? What can you tell us about the seven keys?
yeah, so the 7 keys. The very first one, the first key is connect with the spirit within. That was what I did. Sending a text message to God. Some people call God the intuition, the inner teacher, the universe, the source energy. I refer to all of these as God. So I'm going to use it interchangeably as I'm talking now. So I said the very first key is connect with the spirit within. What normally causes stress and what causes unhappiness for people, because we always face challenges at one point or the other in our lives. So what causes stress for us, what causes unhappiness is when you have a need for assurance that there's, that when you have a feeling of helplessness and hopelessness and you want an assurance that there is help around, you need, inner strength to face challenges and all that. But then when you know that all this as an assurance, inner strength and peace is around you, then you are happy. But then you need to know, how can you connect actually? How can you connect with the spirits within? You do this through meditation, you can do this through music or praying. And I have to state here that I'm not talking about religion here. I'm talking about you being very real to yourself and be true to yourself. We all have this. We have the Spirit of God inside of us. We have the inner teacher inside of us. We need to connect through meditation, be in a meditative mood, be quiet in your spirit, and state whatever you want and expect a response. I have a lot of exercises in my book teaching about how you can connect with the spirit within. And if you do this, I bet you that you will get solutions to problems. Yeah, you will get solutions to whatever challenges that you may be facing. And also the second key is make a decision to be happy. Now, because you face challenges at every point in time or the other in your lives, we have to make up our minds. That's what I did. I got to the rock bottom of my life and I had to make a decision that I was going to be happy at every moment of my life. And that decision, because the world, the universe works with definiteness of purpose. You have to be very definite. And that was what I did. I made up my mind that it was time for me to be happy. And I said that nobody and nothing was going to take my happiness from me. And when I did this, resources started coming my way. Things that had been sitting down right beside me on my table started jumping up at me. I started seeing solutions because I had made up my mind that I was going to be happy. So, when you make up your mind and when you make a decision to be happy, it helps you to remember. Because whenever I want to probably slip into, or being unhappy or depressive mode, it's immediate. It's like I had an auto alert in me, and it helps me to remember, Tosin, you have made up your mind, you're going to be happy at every moment. And immediately I can refocus, because the main thing is for you to refocus and change your perspective about whatever storm or whatever it is that you're going through. I said this in details. I deliberated this in details in my book. Now, the third key is assess your belief system. Assess your belief system. Well, the message I got from the text message I sent was that we have to raise your vibration. And what is vibration? It is a summation of your thoughts, your belief system, and attitude. It's actually our vibrations that causes the attraction of whatever it is that we're experiencing in our lives. If you want to be happy, yes, If you want to be happy, you need to be in a mode that you will attract positive events into your
Oh
life.
my goodness, heavy duty, heavy duty. You're no lightweight, I tell you, Tosin. All right, now, so that's enough of the steps because we're going to run out of time if we get the rest of them. They got to get the book or they got to consult with you. We're going to give them all the information at the end of this podcast because you're definitely putting people into the rich flow of life. I'll tell you that right now. So I want to know, this is what I'm curious to know, is you are the founder of the HappyLight Movement. And I want you to tell people about this HappyLight Movement. What is it?
Okay. So the Happy Light Movement, we have a vision. It's to see a world full of happy people. And our mission is to create a happy world, one person at a time, by providing a support platform where people can share and learn how to live a happy and successful life. We reach out to the community through workshops, through seminars, teaching on how to live happy and fulfilled lives. And we have the program, which I call Take a Stand for Happiness. So I'm inviting you also to take a stand for happiness for your own life. And with this, yes, I've simplified it into 4 simple steps. And the first is make the declaration for happiness. The second is refocus and do the shift. Third, be kind to yourself through your class. Class is an acronym. Yes, for C is conversation, the conversations you have with yourself. L is laugh at yourself. A is appreciate yourself. S is put on a smiling disposition. And the 4th one is be kind to others and make someone swag. Swag is also, make someone swag.
Oh, awesome. So
Swag
now,
is an acronym.
I got you. So this is just real great. It is so cool. But let me ask you now, because people say, okay, Valerie, Kanay, Tosin, y'all say all that stuff and you're happy, you're giggling and stuff. But for people that's really down and out, people that's really suffering, they feel low down, just in a real funk of a mood. They're asking this question because I can read people's minds through the airwaves. They're saying, can you really be happy in the midst of challenges? Can you really be happy in the midst of challenges? Truly, can you do it?
Yes, I would say yes. Firstly, before I can say that, I will, let us define what happiness is. Now, being happy or happiness is something that is very, very subjective. You only can determine whether you're happy or not. And, happiness for me, I define it as a state of inner peace and contentment and the excitement that comes from creating something new and living a life of meaning. Because then, so you actually can be happy when you're facing challenges. And the challenges people have can vary can be in different degrees, from very, very nothing serious to very life-threatening, like what I had, when I was in my yesteryears. That's what I call it. So you can in my yesteryears. So you can actually be happy when you are facing challenges. The main thing is for you to change your perspective about the storm or the challenges that you're going through.
Very
and
cool.
Refocus.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have a systematic way to have these things happen, and people can work with you directly. And as our program has come to an end, it's so good. I hate to see good things go because I'm so happy with this whole learning experience. So let them know, Tosin, how they can hook into you and go further with this if they want to and become part of the Happy Light Movement that you have going on. And just take this opportunity to connect now.
Oh, okay. So what I'm going to tell you, my viewers, my fans, and everybody, is that happiness is your right, but it's a matter of choice. You have to make your mind. You have to decide that you're going to be happy, and let nothing change or take your happiness from you. And I've put all this together in my book, The Sunshine in the Midst of the Storm, 7 Keys to Being Happy When Times Are Tough. If you go to my website, sunshineinthemidstofthestorm.com, you can click on the Buy Now button, get a copy of my book. You get it on Amazon. It's available in paperback and also in Kindle ebook. When you download this, you will also get bonuses. Just put in your details, the order number, and download the free bonuses. Also on my website, sunshineinthemidstofthestorm.com, the Happy Light page. I invite you to join the Happy Light Movement.
Wow.
And also, yes, take a stand for happiness. Let us create a happy world, one person at a time.
We can do
Yeah.
All right, Oluwatosin, I have enjoyed you immensely. I've thoroughly had a great time. I've learned so very, very, very much. And I'm going to say I love you dearly and goodbye.
Same here, Valerie. I love you and I love what you're doing.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, take care. Bye. Have a blessed day.
You too.
You have been listening to the Rich Flow of Life podcast with host Valerie Kanay. We're most appreciative you took the time to be with us. And thank you. For more action, go subscribe to Valerie Kanay Talks YouTube channel and like us on Facebook at Valerie Kanay Talks and follow us on Twitter at Valerie Kanay. Until next time, we love ya.